Just in time, I presume. What's up, collective? Today I got my old cards back, so I haven't checked them yet. This is the original. You might as well check them together because I'm fucking bored. Lost the other deck. They got wet, so now I'm kinda always being sure. So, so you can see this is the prototype of it all. I just noticed how it made blue shell around these. This is real. What's it called? It's very simple compared to those two decks I made for myself and someone else, where her Ten of Pentacles card is actually prettier than mine was. But and the one in this one is even worse probably. We're doing a reaction. We're doing a reaction, okay? That's what we are doing. Maybe I pull a card or two. I don't know, bro. Just gotta get this out normally. It has to be like diamond shape, yeah? Before you can do that. I'm very tidy about cards normally, so yeah, you just gotta wait a little bit. So this is how it works. Oops, magic, right? So the one with the blue royal blue what's it called, fabric down the, and with the 1111 and the ugly flower, nothing but berries on top. That was much more elaborate now, yes, and the red carpet here. You can see I had a okay. So let's check them all out, okay? Okay, let's check it all out, and you can see they're pretty used, some of them, and I bought decks 4, 5, or 6 times to get them, but so some of the cards are still original from the first time I ever made them. From the first deck I bought with the 56 card, where the Queen of Pentacles reversed, 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords reversed, and all those cards came out when I was trying to, what's it called? I was demonstrating how well my cards tap into the situation, even though I tried to use them once, and how holy shit it gets the fucking same energy as the readers, right? And then I was like, yeah, see now the fucking same energy will come forth. Boom, 7 of Swords, boom, Queen of Pentacles, boom, 2 of Cups, boom, Knight of Wands, and there was 8 of Wands because they want to swoop in and take a love up away quickly with the Queen of Pentacles reverse, all that shit. This is the same deck. There's still few cards from that time, and which is why I know these cards work so well. So we're gonna check them all out, you know. We're gonna check them all out here. Just check the colors out. Check what the markers I made. This is one of the most original ones. Okay. Hangman. It's not gonna be shown reversed all the time. Okay. But you already seen this. It's okay. It's okay though. Blue marker. Guess who came out reversed again? How old is this? Let's see. No, this has been revamped. I know this one has been revamped. But it's good to hold the original ones still. Put something below there, so I can. I'm probably not gonna do any readings. Okay, you can see how this is the Wands card I made because I was running out of just checking them all out and noticing how well I made some of these cards. For example, the High Priestess, not, but it's I'm glad I have them again. Really glad. You can see this is fairly new. Why did I even make an error on this one? I'm so stupid. How dumb. Okay, red. just from the pink marker I had. But finally got it made then. That's actually always something. Oh, one thing though. My this is my original strength card. That's actually, I'm glad I have this one. This one I'm glad I had because this was a little risky to make, and it came out right in the first try. My original magician card, yes sir. And this is new, not new, but you know what it is. You know what it is. The tower card. Ooh, actually funny how I made how I've been correct in making it with the seven of pentacles idea first. So you can see the ideas. They are what they are. They are what I from the old ideas I've shown from to the others. So you know what time it is. Same marker here. Just an unboxing fam. What the fuck is this marker here? Oh, it's the silver one. Oh my god, I have been. Whoa, man, this was a pretty thick brush. Pretty thick brush. This is a reaction video. That's what it is. I'm hit the star with the. Yeah, because I saw the star having been built with the Eight of Hearts card, and that never sat right with me. Eight of Cups with the star, no thank you. Okay, so the ones that oh, the world card. Ah, I missed this one. I missed this one though, because it had what I'm calling this. You know the way to write this. It's like kingly. It's royal Gothic in a way. I don't know what it really is called. Okay, so I've been okay doing this one. I've been okay. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So it's really, Empress card got switched out from the original. I'm actually glad I don't use that one anymore. Prototype to the Ten of Pentacles, which also shows that the deck is a bit incomplete, because you might be able to see it from the sides that where the Ten of Pentacles is. So, but it's okay. Hey, the original Hierophant. Okay, so many of them are still original. That's good. It's just for fun. I might lose them again, so why not? Hey, and the sun with the rune, great. With the daylight rune, great. Really smudged out Knight of Swords. Har vi her El Emperador. Great. The white card. So it's my blue and red, all this. Oh, my first version of this. Someone having hidden the clouds. Someone being on the ocean of love. I don't get it. This is also original, and this is my prototype to this card. Okay, I know that. Sometimes making all this from memory is not the easiest part of it. Sorry. Oh yes, this is gonna be good too. This is gonna be funny for you to see. Yes. Look at this. What? What do you say? So. There was something about the Six of Pentacles here. when it's turned around, it's more crooked. I don't know why. So. This brings back memories. It really does. You know that I'm not in that connection anymore also, right? In the spirit. It's over. When is this? This is fairly new. I think so. Okay, so this is also from the first one. Nice. Eight of Wands, Three of Swords. Oh, yeah, it makes me a little bit, a little bit achy around the nostalgia, but because this is when it's Ten of Swords, right? Raining, right? And there was a certain reading I did saying you will feel the grass again and all that. When it's reversed. It's not that it matters, but all that shit just happened, and I'm keeping my energy, what's it called, cleared, to protect protect someone when it comes to that court case, because that will come. It will come, definitely. It's not what it will come or not, it's who will show up and why. Okay, so and I'm keeping that shit secret until it comes. So because I found out a great deal that either it's all a setup, all of it is fake, or all of this really happened. But this person I knew, he remembered a little bit more about these things than all the rest. So it made him special, but how much did they have to do with it? That's the question. Yeah, but they haven't. But bro, it's because they haven't. Because these people, there are some vampires, really some vampires, and they really don't stop. Sometimes now that they kind of have stopped in my energy. The last 9 days, nothing has. No one has criticized me for 9 days, and they are always there. But there's others who have been through it, and 80% of the time, it's like someone else have been seeing, like have been forced to or pretended to be someone I knew, and really wasn't someone I knew. But it's still, I still feel bad for that person. That has been there 80% of the time. They couldn't fuck with the person I knew for more than 20% of the time. Rest of the time they made it out so that pretended have someone act to be them, right? But what else has been happening is someone and someone really specific has been seen to be the person whose device something has been recorded from, with fake readings and all that. But something about someone pretending to be a Scorpio. But I know they have been threatening this person. Or I know that they may be. I know that it's in their nature to pretend and to project onto others, you know. So of course, they have just pretty sure they have been using that person's phone just by making them a little bit afraid. Phone or device, whatever you say, yeah. Whatever all has to do with it, this specific person is in the scope right now, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, right? Wait a minute, don't ostracize them for being threatened to probably by gunpoint to you know, for them to use their device. But if they had been behind all those profiles, then you know what I mean. And that's the court case. Well, my honest is, I've been through some of the same shit. Being framed for something. And even if I like a person or not, I'm still going to protect them. If the innocent shouldn't be held accountable for what the guilty have done. Okay, it's just how it goes. It's just how it goes. No one innocent is going to be held accountable for anything. They want that to the bad guys want the opposite to happen, but it's not going to happen, no matter what. But it may be that I already did enough by telling them that you are in the scope, but I have promised them I will protect them from this. I will see it definitely. I will definitely see it for what it is when the papers are in front of me. I can see it exactly for what it is when all there's info coming. But I'm being held back a little bit by spirit. Let's say let's call the spirit holds me a little bit back because I cannot know if they've done or not done it, but I can know that if they are behind a device, then it's not them that have been. Then it's the ones behind them that has been threatening them to use their device, so it's seen from some side that it isn't from. Like if there was 4 people, right? One that pretended to be someone I knew, someone I don't know with her lover, and someone I knew. 2 of these people could have been threatened to do shit, and one of them has it all going around, and I'm not even sure if it's the man or the woman who it really is, because it could be so elaborate that, look, I'm saying it's a guy, right? It's the King of Pentacles reversed, right? It could be the King of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and people believe that maybe they believe they did it together, right? They believe they did it together. And if you look at it detailed, it would seem like, if you look at it from my perspective and have to be able to clear it up, help them clear it all up, see it all for what it is by knowing when shit happened from my intuitive hearing. Let's say it's really just good hearing, right? I hear way too well. There's almost no way I could hear what I can hear sometimes. So far away that it's been being shown to be. I'm the one who can clear it up by telling this happened these times and all that, and then they can hone in on figuring out the details from the info they can gather from those points, and that's what that is. If I'm that type, and I am, then you get to see. From my specific point of view, then I tell them where to go, and then they find out details from there. But if it weren't for my details, something wouldn't ever been found out. Okay, but so I can hear from her perspective, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, that she's being threatened to such and such, and turn karmic and is stupid very, very easy, and is actually heinous. She's so heinous. But what's really weird, even more weird, right? Is that, and I know she's pretty clever. She's pretty clever finger, but I would say very sneaky in her thinking, very sneaky, and it's like she might have been threatening him to make something be fake to see. Yeah, that's what I have seen from. So she has been doing the most, and that's really fucked up. and then there is the one I knew personally, that I just severed a spiritual connection with, and a person pretending that may pretend to be her. gonna go into all of that because there's so much, because much of it is kind of being cleared up for me after. There's much being cleared up right now, but I'm suspecting that maybe this person I knew may have been with them setting all of that up, and that's also why I'm having severed that contact, or spiritual contract, as it really. That's just good because it's like when I look back on it, if something started happening around the time I met a certain person, right? Why wouldn't I sever that connection to make sure that it didn't to be sure that all things that may make it keep going, that they could be loosened up, and because that's just what I do. I'm not gonna be bound to anything when I have nothing to do with that person. When I do nothing with that person to start with, why should I be the one that, because it all smells like a setup, and it all smells like, if it isn't, then this person is too afraid of not caring enough about the intellectual part of it all to be careful about it. Okay, and that's not so great, and I'm not, for sure, not waiting on anyone, and I'm not having someone manipulate me in the spirit, and the physical or anything. Actually, some of you may know about the volleyball war. It happened this summer. It was a volleyball game, and you can see it in the spirit. I saw myself as a fleet admiral up there, um, together with um, some kind of counterpart, right? um, Whoever that was, I'm not sure, but many of the main characters were there. I saw myself. I saw Mrs. Queen of Pentacles reversed. I saw the one I know personally. And let's just say, and it was a volleyball game. The sun was being, after you saw, you can see some videos where that, it's really weird actually, because there was that you see in the background from some videos, not my own, but where they could see God almost in the clouds, and you could see that veil, that, like, he was breathing life into the 3D, like. And that was the same day that volleyball war happened. You can see not all, you could see many main characters there. And I'm just saying how it is, because I saw myself up there as a fleet admiral, and some of these people up there as well. That's really weird. But one of the girls, they went amok and began to take people's lives. And from the 3D down here, I helped them up there and pointed out where something happened, and something like that. And what then happened? What then happened is, in the end, a hand of, it was like the hand of the Ace of Cups. There was a hand that came with a heart, and that day I had almost no light left. I had almost lost it that day. That was the one day I was about to give up. I had lost all of my hope, almost. If you have a heart, then I had this much left of my light, and a heart was being handed to me for as an honor. It's a great honor, right? And I almost had nothing left. And I see these people up there in the clouds, right? And the person I know personally, right? That was who I saw as the person up there. That seemed a little sad. and the other one had the other girl had done some. It was the one who went amok, but I'm not sure what. I'm not sure all of the details what really happened, but it was being handed down to me, and I stood on a high point right after this went down. And you just have to trust me because it's real. It's real. I don't know how the fuck all this happens and all that, but it's real. It was what it was. I'm a fleet admiral, bro. I saw myself in my prettiest form as a huge cloud in a ship, right? With 5 ships like this, like that you can remotely steer. Now you sit with the projection of five ships in front of you while being on a ship. So you can so that's the five ships you can have control over. That's a fleet admiral, right? So, but the heart went down when went like this with like this is the price of the volleyball game. A war happened. Now there's a divine light being offered to you, and I said, give it to her. So, and you know what I've heard, and I don't know how if it's them stalking me or what the fuck. Them hearing me that day, but I was there, and that's what I did. Yeah. But somehow she had been the one I gave it to. Actually, I heard a few days ago they've been using it as a pickup line or something to someone else. So that's that. They got used like a pickup line or something. Like she pretended that it, but how did she know what I've been through? So some of it smells a bit like setup, but it also smells like okay because I've talked one to one with her and all that. And the day after, I was like, "Ah, bitch, we're not gonna be together, and I'm not gonna have you keeping guys in limbo while having me and spiritual connection. That's not gonna happen. Okay, that's not gonna happen. The only thing I'm going to do now is doing the chore or honor I will do with you. That's all it is. Nothing else. So if there's no guidance for me to keep an eye on it, then there's not, just like have a nice life, I'll be a bodyguard if I need to until that, but I'm not gonna sever my appointments or anything. There's soon going to be a time where the background will change. Definitely. I'll definitely change my background soon. So even if it needs a transformation to do so, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. It is what it is. But even though shit is like that, I'm still protecting. The case is gonna go the way that it's supposed to go. Justice will prevail, and that's just how it is. No matter if you like a person or not, you're still gonna stand up for them if they're innocent in a court. Otherwise, why do you have a job? Yeah. That's the only deal about it. But if it's set up, then and the divine knows more about it after I pointed out where and what, then now the divine can see what I can see, but they didn't know when or what before that. Yeah, that's where it all hit. Okay, before I get my hands wet, do a little beating. No, just let's do a little spread here. Let's do a little bit spread, a tiny spread here, right? This is now you're lucky, guys. This is improvised. Guys, this is to show how good these cards are. Now they've been with a divine feminine man, high priestess too, for all these weeks. High priestess guy, I know that's also Egyptian. I know that. I guessed it. Something like that. He's a high priestess though. He just needs a little shuffle. Yeah. It has been the same for a long time now. It's gonna be changed. The universe cards. Nah. I was so close to go out and buy a new tarot deck tomorrow, but I was lucky to meet this guy. Still having these fucking cards here. Okay, so let's now see. I'm gonna show the same energy will come out of my cards now. I can prove now the same shit come out, man. Blah, 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 blah. Check this out. Okay, we have the four wands. We have the two of pentacles. We have the 10 of wands. We have the 4 of pentacles. 7 of cups reversed. 6 of wands reversed. 2 of swords. No majors. Okay. 8 of pentacles reversed. 3 of wands reversed. And 6 of pentacles reversed. Okay, let's see here. Okay, holding on. This is about the shit that leads up to the court case and all that. With the 3 of wands reversed, this establishment or whatever it is, this celebrated this situation, this imperfect but celebration that's been having cause for being done, right? It's about that the journey to the universe will stop when all this comes out, because this is because you have the establishment with the 4 of wands, you have the juggling, you have the holding on. Just beside each other are 2 holding on cards, right? One is holding too many burdens, and 4 of pentacles is about holding desperately onto something material. In desperate fear that it will be lost, right? It's like with the 7 of cups reversed, it's like going through different portals, having portals to different timelines and knowing exactly which one to go through to get the right person to do something, right? Or if you want to, if there's multiple dimensions and you can go into, okay, you can take a portal like Rick Sanchez, right? Go into 1 out of 7 portals, let's say, and one of the and knowing which one you have to go to get the version of me, for example, that has this or that magic card or anything, and then get him killed, get a bigger collection or something, like really heinous stuff. But that's this way it already started. It started like that. It started out like that. I'm not sure how much dimension technology they have. It's too elaborate for me to understand right now. When I already have more than one. But the peace and the 6 of wands reversed, it's like they thought they could win at all at any time, and they would never be found out. They've been stealing with the 6 of pentacles reversed. They've been taking, if not lives from other dimensions, then maybe using portal technology to just steal from others in general. their journey will be stopped, okay, because they have not been detailed enough. They have been missing a lot of details. Example me, and it shows they're desperately holding on. But I see this here. You see this? For every four things that they want to hold on to, physical stuff, there are 10 passions, there are 10 burdens that are being put on their shoulders. For every four material they desperately hold on to. For example, what they call evidence that they hold this way. Evidence they hold here. For every four evidences they are holding desperately on to not to be noticed, then there are 10 lives that will use all of the all like 10 ones, 10 lives that are being put on them as a burden, right? So for every four there may be 10 that will be a burden to them, that we weigh them down. You know there's okay, in Magic the Gathering, right? Creatures have power and toughness, right? Toughness is how much damage they can take before they are dead, right? And if you give a creature minus and as much toughness as it has, then it's also dying. It also dies. There's a card that classically started to play with that was called Grasp of Darkness, right? Instant for black. So give a creature -4/-4 until end of turn. So that means something that has less than 4 in toughness, then it will die, right? There's a card for 1 that's called Deadweight that gives -2/-2. So I'm getting here that the Deadweight can actually kill them. Okay. And that will be shown here with the 6 of Wands reversed. Okay, let's do another one instead of clarifying. I can't wait to get another deck though. Some other oracle cards, another deck of tarot so I can make these clarification cards and all that. On the bottom, the Empress. Yeah. Something is growing. Beauty is being presented. Someone is attracted. Empress is the most attractive card in the game. Okay. It is. It's not like not like on the imagery also that, but that's the funny thing about it. I put the Empress as being the most attractive in the deck, and it does represent beauty, because Venus, right? Venus is beauty. Venus is luxury and beauty and all those things, right? But then I noticed that the Empress is also the prettiest gal on the fucking cards. She is. Is there any other card with that? No. Nope. The most sexy card is the Empress. Period. Okay. Now the most beautiful one might be the Queen of Cups. But that's because she has inner beauty. You can see on the card that it's just the background and all that. All of the colors makes the card pretty, and she blends in with that because she is. If the Empress is 4 facets of the Queens, then Then the Queen of Cups is the one with inner beauty, right? She's the, what's it called? I don't know. Fuck it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Sometimes getting a little bit lost in translation, that's okay. Because of the main character situation with a player around them. Okay? It's gonna permeate the next week. It's cards of advice. Some of you out there definitely knows what's going on. I may be actually speaking to a collective of many of the people, not on the same timeline and plane in general as I am. Okay, I'm guessing because, or maybe it's just my country in general that's laughing stock right now. Hence why I'm guided to leave it also. 1 second. Yeah, no commercial. Good. 4202, 424. Page of Cups wanted to pop up. So, yeah, of course, because lots of people have crush on the main characters. One more show. Yep, Knight of Wands again, reverse popping out, so that might be a whole environment of players. Every show itself pops up again. Come on. You can see this is a long time since this really used that much. More than a month. Let's see here. I'm a little bit excited right now about this. Okay, we're doing a Celtic first, okay? We have the Page of Swords as the overall situation. We have the Knight of Cups. Okay. So the first two cards already have divine masculine, divine feminine facets in them. Okay. But the challenge position is the Knight of Cups. Okay. The best lover in the challenge position. One who is a little bit prone to extremes. Apart from all the good, Knight of Cups is one who is prone to extremes. Because you cannot ride on a horse with a cup and not spill it. Okay, now all the court cards suddenly wanted to come out, huh? Page of Pentacles reversed as, where we can even put it. Yeah, past, present, Age of Cups reversed, future, 3 of Wands reversed. Signification. So talk around town goes about, and this is also you. You're represented. Some of you are represented by the Page of Swords. going to the bottom in the conversations and rumors and all that shit. Wanted to know that what's true and what's not. Being a light worker, all that. But some of you may have this may be a relationship threat that maybe I'm seeing in the cards right now until now that opportunities is being taken from some of you guys, and hence why what we see here is I'm seeing here you're not with your divine counterpart yet. That's for some of you, and that's what I'm seeing here. There's light workers together, but they don't match. They have to match, and that's still you cannot use sun signs to just figure out who you match with. There are I might as well guide you guys. There are 3 things I use to matchmake myself and others. There's the biorhythms. You can check those in the facade.com. There are Gun Milan, and that's Vedic astrology. And about Gun Milan, right? This is going to be the 2 parts here. And a bonus thing for with the house lords after. And then we go on with the reading. Because I see where this goes. In Gun Milan, you can use astrosage.com to matchmake. There are points out of points you can get, right? I'm coming out now with all the knowledge I can find you guys from the tip of my tongue. Okay. First and foremost, Manglik, malefic Mars, all that. You can be semi-Manglik, you can be full-blown Manglik or not Manglik, and that will make the ones who are not Manglik, they don't cause those kinds of problems in marriage, but the ones who has Manglik, they can, if they marry someone who doesn't have it, they can actually be a considerable source of the cause of the partner's death. So I'm one of those who doesn't have it, but that makes me more prone to be to need matchmaking in general. Not through that, but it's like when Mars matures, that's 27 years. After 27 years, Mars is mature. Okay. So you don't really need to check for Manglik, and that's also these people in India they check this before 27 years of age because they do a lot of arranged marriage. We don't really do that everywhere, but it still might go, right? Arranged marriage is also an energy that comes out for the community because of many people believing in all that with the divine union and all that, right? But it also, and I don't know the specifics around these types of situations, what's really going on. So I might just guide you the same way, right? And say that it could be prominent about something about arranged marriage. I don't know about that. So to tell you guys how I see it is there are some points if they reach 0, the rest of the results will remain 0 almost. Why? Because 2 seconds. Okay, but the one about health. There are 3 signs you can have in health-wise, and that's one of the highest amount of numbers you can get. Health will be, you can hit 3 signs. If you are different sign than the other person, then you are a match. Then it will automatically hit maximum points, and it will automatically hit minimum points, i.e. 0, if you are the same sign. Because in health, you have to have different resistances, not the same resistances, to have healthy kids. Okay, So and having a zero in that manner, so there's actually 1 in 3 chances that you and your partner will never be a match. No matter what, no matter all of the shit there, if you will have unhealthy children, and that's a 33% chance with all people in the world, okay, then there's no match. Okay, so many of you are not with the match. But Mars, Manglik, should be going away after 27 years. But you can still not be sure. There will still be problems in that area if you don't check them correctly. And then wait on this. About health, hitting the same health thing actually can be nullified and get to an 8 point instead of 0 point. If you have the same nakshatra and all the same Rashi sign, then you will still have healthy kids. So it's not 33%, but still kind of close. So you can have the same nakshatra or the same Rashi or both. Okay? And then because that would nullify 0 score in health. Oh boy, I'm not touching anything. But that's the gist of that. And if you have 0 in love, you should see the whole reading as nothing. Health, love, and the 3 highest one. All of those has to be filled out with maximum points for you to be a great match at least. And then you have to have match in Manglik. And the problem is that there's still more filters than that. And you can nullify the health, bad health, and give it an 8 point if you have the same nakshatra or Rashi and more. But there's also more to it than that. There are more filters yet, because there's the you can also be Saturn Manglik. And I figured out I'm a Saturn Manglik. So and that's something that they didn't really show me about in the Astro Sage and all that. And I've studied Vedic astrology as long as I've studied tarot and divination, and that's 10, 11 years. So that's pretty long, right? And then there's house laws. So you can also be Saturn Manglik, and that will also pull down on the match. But in general, you could ignore the Manglik shit if your parents are mature, and they all mature within the same age. But there's something else. There's what's this called? Yeah, Lord through houses. Okay, so if you have your whole birth chart, right, in Vedic astrology from Astro Sage, for example, then you can see under, I think it's planet consideration. Okay, because if you have the specific time of your birth and specific place of your birth. For me, it's 1855, 22nd of May in August, right? So I know that I'm a Libra ascendant in Vedic and a Scorpio ascendant in Tropic. And in both of them I have the ascendant Buddha in its own sign. But you know, as long as you are specific on which ascendant you have, because ascendant is like this. It's in a day there's 24 hours, and all 12 signs will be scrolled through within that time. 2 hours for every sign. Okay, so it's specific about when on the day are you born, and that's actually this is the most important thing, way more important than where your sun is at. Who cares what sign you are? Well, who cares what sun sign you are? If you are Leo, then you have at least one planet in its own sign. Yeah, because that's the sun, and that's the fixed. That's one of the four fixed signs. But in order to have Scorpio, the fixed water sign, this the placement that planet that controls Scorpio in Scorpio itself, then you have to be born within 1983 to 1995 to be able to have Pluto in Scorpio, because that's a whole group of people that has that. So, for example, and for Taurus, right? That's also a fixed sign, but that's you have Venus there. Then you have it in own sign, or for Vedic have it in Libra. But because Taurus, Sun is an enemy planet, so so forget about the notion of sun signs. Start getting into the ascendant because it has lordships. The planets are lords over the houses and signs all after which ascendant you are. So if you're Libra ascendant, you have Mars controlling the seventh house. That's the marriage house. Okay. So for me, it's placed in Pisces in sixth house. Pisces is a friendly planet for Mars, and it shows someone who is an athlete or a girlfriend who is girlfriend, but a spouse who would be an athlete or someone who is spiritual, like a spiritual warrior. Okay, someone who can get to the bottom of things through their cards or something like that. Okay, so however type of fighter I will get, it's still spiritual. Okay, the spiritual fighter because Pisces is spirituality and Mars is war. So, and controlling the seventh house, it would be, for me, can see through the seventh house and second house controlled by Mars, both, right? That will placed in sixth house in Pisces, this and that will be the partner I will attract and be in love with and all that. And then you can check that shit for your own. And to do that, you go to planet consideration in your birth chart, and and then go to I figured it out through astrosaxena.com. Astro Saxena. Lord through houses, and all the details I gathered in Vedic astrology. It took me 10 years to be done with those details until I came to the house lord knowledge that because you figure out one thing and then you come in contact with the thing you have been ignoring after you learn one of the three next things. You will have to take them in order, right? You learn one thing, then you're done with that thing, then you will be reminded of everything you have been ignoring until because you've been specific on one piece of the learning, and then the rest of the pieces run together. You build a puzzle, build a jigsaw puzzle. You cannot just put five puzzles in there at the same time, right? It's impossible. You have to do it in order, in the order you find easy, right? So it's complicated with the house laws. But you can see what kind of spouse you will attract anyway. So for me, it might definitely be one from the spiritual community, and me and my spouse will both be very body conscious and a lot of all that shit. So so it will be a martial artist or I'm guessing a person from the spiritual community from me. Um, Lots of things would happen though, you know. So there's that. So there's and I mentioned all of it now, and the rest of it I'm guiding you guys to figure out yourselves. But also, what do you want? Also, no. Oh, there's one more. There's one more filter I can talk about. If you're divine, and you don't want a karmic partner, then you will not match if you find a karmic partner. Okay, that's just what it is. That's just how it is. Because believe it or not, that person, that the Queen of Pentacles reverse, right, is the best match I ever found. But being karmic and all that, there's no way. The way she was karmic is what broke it. Right? The constant projection and all of that, and constant that line trying to make me jealous and all that pride. It's just gone so far that there's, for the longest time there's been no way I would ever have anything to do with that person. Okay. But believe it or not, we were to be an excellent match. We was an excellent match. Except within biorhythms. In the physical, out of the three things, in the physical part, it was close to the zero. Both of the others were not, but so, and that actually had a lot to say. It really has. So the biorhythms, very useful. They always shown to be very useful, biorhythms. Check those out. It's a really good way to check it out, but they may not go so much into specifics when you come to what city you're born, what time of day you're born. But I found out that there was the one I had a spiritual connection to recently. We were indeed a very good match, but it's not as good as the other match. But when it came to, but it was lesser points, and that doesn't make anything of it a problem. But why we were much better match in general than me and the person who had the greatest match I've ever seen, that was because there was actually something in the physical part of the biorhythm. We had a physical attraction to each other as well, and that was there too with the other person. But it's like you can be attracted to someone and find them really, really beautiful, right? But if you don't get close to each other, if you don't want to be physical with each other, if it doesn't tickle whenever you have been there, then there's nothing. Then there can be nothing, because we are, as beings, we're sexual beings as well, right? We can't just go around without that kind of, and But that's also when you will find out that you will be very jealous, when you can find out your level of jealousy. Through your level of jealousy, if with someone you match with physically, then you can find out how jealous you become, and that if something happened or not, and you can feel it. As a man, you will feel it. So you just feel it, okay? And some things you just won't put up with. That's what it is. Significator for the guys here. King of Pentacles reversed. And we are past where's the environment that's in the page of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, so this reading might be for the King of Pentacles reversed also. As I noticed, he may have less to do with it than has been advertised for. Maybe the way she's projecting it all onto us all, that he has been like, she's so projecting, you can hear her all the time, right? And maybe she had made getting her brother or something to act like someone else. Maybe it's all fake, bro. And that's being seen by the ones that needs to see that. But I'm telling you, it goes so deep, and there's a fucking reason why they keep coming up in our cards. Some of you are guided to not take on bad qualities, or not be jealous of someone having money, and not be and about the partner you don't match with. You're guided to not think so much about the specifics around money situation. Okay, so maybe find someone poor, or to not be feel threatened about someone who has more than you. Also, you know, there's people who has a third eye, right? And there's people who has dash cam, right? Don't be afraid to don't be afraid to wear your heart on a sleeve, because you may some of you have been bullying people in the past about wearing their feelings in their sleeves, and I can resonate with that. You have done that, some of you. Um, you have made fun of people sometimes for not having the same kind of game that you guys read in books and all that, but you may not realize that some of us came past that shit. Okay, some of us are direct with women or men because we know that it works better. Okay, some of you guys, you laugh at people because they say such and such, or be naive in such and such way, but don't realize how much attention we actually get. There's mountains of attention for me, for example, but they think just because I've been in the same connection with someone who's maybe a narcissist, that I'm naive. But it's not because of that, because I thought I might be able to tame her, and might be able to, because the shit I heard about her was such and such that would make me proud in the future to talk about, talk stories about how my girlfriend was in the past like this and that, and I would be proud to talk about it, because that would be awesome to tell people in the future. The person wasn't like that anymore. So people don't have to really do that. And if you start to see things from a more natural perspective instead of thinking mechanistically about dating, right? Then you will be way closer to finding your divine love. Okay, the lens you guys are looking through, the high priestess, yeah, because now you're getting the truth. Hopes and fears, um, five of Pentacles reversed. Hmm. Or yeah, I'm doing the same mistake as I did with one of the readings. It's not the lens you're looking for with high priestess, but that shit there that may have resonated as well. Okay, but really, this is not the lens you're looking for. For now, those who take that thing as a resonate, claim it. And now, hopes and fears, the high priestess. Okay, divine feminine, and the lens you're looking through, five pentacles, not being put out in the cold. So this might be a reading for some karmics also. Or for the divine masculines that are going through, that are waiting for. Maybe you have hopes that you will find your high priestess. That could be. Outcome, star reversed. Yeah. Yeah, because it would take light years of time before you look back, and it had took light years. It would have took light years. It's like it takes so long, all of this. You have to be patient. You've been guided to be very patient. Also with the five pentacles, reverse five pentacles represent years, the future, ships not coming in, and the present Ace of Cups reversed. So I don't want to read more on this energy. It feels toxic, to be honest. I think I've done enough for you guys. Just to be certain, I don't think this reading has been for the ones that I want to talk to. Maybe this is a goodbye reading for the ones I don't want to talk to. Who knows? Maybe this is just a memory for those guys. Okay. So, closing message, Holy Spirit, give me one for the divines. unchecking the reversals. Queen of Pentacles wanted to pop up. Reverse though, it's too many cards though. Not in reverse though. Yes. Oh yeah, a thing we've been coming to is that maybe the community will be, our community, right, may inherit the Queen of Pentacles card upright, because we have been fighting the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So the Queen of Pentacles upright is a personality trait that we will inherit and add to our collection of abilities, okay? By becoming the limitless beings that we are destined to become, many of us. The word limitless is key, you know? Okay, past, Queen of Wands, yeah. Present, Ten of Pentacles, yeah. Because this is our card, this is what we are, the clairvoyant card. Ten of Pentacles, yes, generational wealth, stability, family, family tree, and temperance, earth angel. Yes, this is, I ask for spread for the divine, and this is what we get. So, to the community of clairvoyants that I'm a part of, nothing to worry about here. We have the best mixture of light and darkness. We have the best horizons with the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Now the Ten of Pentacles in the middle, and you know how unchecked the reversals, right? But they all came out upright still. Okay, so this is double of all that. Okay, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say you have nothing to worry about. All of the bullshit that's been coming up in the readings, it will come to a close soon. We know, you guys know, right? You guys know that I know, right? And you might get offered a flower, or have a flower to offer. You might have a lot of you might have lots of sources of defense to go to, and I see here, but you need to see my card, okay? It's how I see it, is why I see it like that. Okay, let's do it just like this, okay? You guys able to see? I'm seeing a dash cam up here also, and I'm seeing, yeah, this here is like you've seen the duels that was happening. You've been setting it straight for duels not to be cheated in. There's a lot of fish in the sea for you. You will be able to see the graveyards of your enemies. You will live to see your enemies punished. A lot of golden opportunities coming in. Golden, okay? Because you're an earth angel. Because you're an angel, period. Okay? Because you're divine, you're beautiful from the inside out, and you are so inspirational. Okay? But this is what I have for the day. Okay? See you.